Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tornado Survival. Yeah, you're reading the title, right? This is going to be the last episode of Season 5. And now you guys are probably going to have some questions on why I'm ending this season. So, I did a community post, it was either yesterday or the day before, asking basically what I should do if I should start a new season, because this season's been pretty long, and the last I checked, the post had 20 votes, and a big majority of the people, it was a very close run. It was pretty much 50-50 for most of the time, but the start of new season took the lead by like 4 points. And personally myself, I'm getting quite bored of this world. The reason being, I've done quite a lot, and if I'm keeping it real, I don't really want to do the village project now. I just find it an incredible waste of time trying to gather up zombie villagers and cure them and all that. It's such a waste of time. So, then also trying to breed them and all that, or get more. It's such a waste of time. And for that pretty much being the final project of the world anyways, I don't really see it being super beneficial. So next season, depending on how I feel next season, because I've got a mod pack set up for next season, but I really do not like the mod pack. So I'm going to have to do some very serious modifications to that, or the idea that I have for Season 6 is going to have to be scrapped, and I'm going to have to come up with something else, because also took a look at the biome that I want to do Season 6 in, and it looks pretty garbage. So that's that. So what we're going to do to finish off this season is we're going to do a world tour. I did a world tour about maybe 10 episodes ago, but some things have changed since then, some things have not. So we're just going to wrap up this season, and we're going to jump into Season 6. And that's also probably going to leave another question: what version Season 6 going to be on? It's going to be on 1.12, because if you think I'm doing a series on a modern version of Minecraft, you're an absolute clown. Because I hate the newer versions of Minecraft. That's why I refuse to do another season of Wafflecraft. And I personally myself, after Season 4, I just have not really cared about any of the real Tornado mod updates, because the mod did get updated to 1.20, but personally I'm not a fan of it, and I'm really not a fan of how much it lacks, which personally I don't want to say it's on Koros's end, because this newer versions of Minecraft is super hard to mod, so I'm not gonna nag on Koros about that. But I really do not like how much the newer versions of the Tornado mod lack from this version. So we're going to get into the world tour. This might be a long episode, because like I said, this is going to be the last episode of this season. And I don't have an actual start date for Season 6 yet. It'll be in 2024. So after this episode goes out, which by the way, I'm recording this on Christmas Day. I'm in a pretty bad mood today because of online shopping. That's awesome. Things don't like to work in my favor, so I don't know who I pissed off enough to have something bad happen to me every single day. So doing this episode to take my mind off things, and I'm gonna go back to hating myself after this video. So here we are. We're gonna go over to where spawn is. I'm not exactly sure where spawn 100% is. I believe it's around here somewhere. You can look on the mini map and you can see the absolute massacre through here from all the sandstorms and all the tornadoes and just everything that's been over here. I'm glad we did not build a house over here, because otherwise we would have had to relocate. But when we started this season, we came over here into a village about right here, and we stayed in it for a couple episodes until we built the house. And I occasionally came back to the village because I had some stuff here, and I occasionally want to check the radar because I might sneak in a tornado for this episode, I don't know. But this is all that's left of the village, because the village got hit a number of times. So this is what's left. I don't know whether there's a log up there. I don't have a fence to fix that, so that's just going to be getting ignored. But this village got hit on September 18th So this is what's left of it. And yeah, but before the village got hit, we're gonna go over to the main base now. When we were living in this village, I put a bridge right here, and I believe I also built that bridge that's right there before I made the house. And this bridge has just been through high hell and back, because this bridge has been hit like 6 times. Because after the village got hit that one time, it's just been Tornado Alley through here, so I didn't know we were living in Dixie Alley. So yeah, but the bridge hasn't been hit in a while. But going over here and follow the convenient paths, which, by the way, while I'm walking over here, if you're interested, the download link to this world will be in the description if you want to check this world out for yourself and not watch the full world tour. So yeah, if you want to download the world, feel free. So here's our house. That was a voice break right there. So here's the house. It's pretty nice. I actually really like this house. I believe this is one of my more favorite houses I've made in this game. And this has been hit by a tornado before. I believe it was an F0 that just kind of took off this part here. And just this whole side, pretty much. Would have been cool to see another tornado hit it, but personally I don't think I would do this series much longer until I got completely burnt out. And I know later down the road I'm probably going to regret ending this season, but you know, that's in the future. So here's the kitchen. We do have the crayfish furniture mod. So we've got a trash can, a sink, a cookie jar, cabinets, an oven. I've never used any of this in here, by the way. What is this called? A range hood, a toaster, because we love our boy killer toaster, more cabinets, a microwave, and a fridge, a blender, a dragon egg, because we did take on the Ender Dragon, a chopping board, and a knife, a kniffy, which I don't know if these, oh, they do. Cool. Here we have a table. These pieces of chicken have been on these plates since the very start of the season, so I would not eat these if I were you, because I'm sure they're filled with mold and there's probably roaches in the chicken, if we're being honest. Got a couple of these bushes here, blinds and all that. Blocks out the light. That's actually cool. Some paintings on the wall. Christmas lights, because this is being recorded in December, so yeah, these will still be up in the world download. Christmas tree. A chest, which I usually just dumped a bunch of crap into, but I haven't recently. Kitchen, or not a kitchen, a living room, a couch. If we go upstairs, we have the weather forecast room. I don't have my resource pack on, because every time I switch resource packs, the game likes to crash, so I'm just pretty much giving up on that. The very true sign. Well, based on my recent views, which is another reason I'm ending this season, is that's kind of irrelevant. The bedroom with my shulker boxes and paracord and stuff, and jukebox. I don't think I ever use these. Some stuff from the vehicle mod, and our bed. And we have one more room in the house to show, or one more level, which is the basement, of course. So forecaster on the floor, another ender chest, an enchanting room. There was an anvil here at one point, but it's not anymore apparently. Toilet. Yeah. Storage room, which this place usually stays very unorganized. Hey, that's where that bow went. Yeah, this place is very, very unorganized, and I never did anything about it, so that's cool. These were the furnaces I mainly used. I wonder if there's anything. No, there's nothing in them. So yeah, you can see this place is pretty messy, but you know, that's me. I gotta repair that elytra. Down here we have the railway system. This side goes to the mob farm at the windmill, and this one goes to the spider grinder, and this one goes to the old farming base over there, and then this goes to the zombie grinder. We'll go to the old base first. because I spend most of my time there. That's where I've spent most of this series at. I believe I've started a huge majority of the episodes in that other base. Half the episodes start in the other base over here, and half the episodes have started in the house. So it's 50-50 there. But if we go in here, we've got to click this again. This railway on this side, the redstone, is not complete. I lost serious motivation for this world with this, and this was just an absolute nightmare. The other panels over there were easy, but connecting, like, there's 2 panels at the house. There's like 12 panels that I've connected together with this one, and it's an absolute mess, and fixing it would just take too long, and I didn't even complete this track. So yeah, I lost a lot of motivation, but this is something that I'll still do in future worlds, but not this big, because this is ridiculous. So here's our old base. There's a storm. I'm not worried about it. So in here we have a cactus farm. We built this in episode 40, and you know, it worked decently. And then in the last episode we built this netherwort farm. Didn't get to harvest it. There's some ice that flows down, and yeah. Going up, there is animal pens off this way. Some pigs, chickens. I was going to get some cows in there, and some sheep. I didn't do anything down that way. And if we go up, there is a forecaster here, a map to a woodland mansion that we explored quite a while ago. 3x3 map of the entire base pretty much. And through here we have the crop farm. This was done very early on, so this is something that I've used progressively throughout the season. And this is the collection system right here. I actually just added a chest out here that holds this stuff. Tree farm here. This tree farm is very, very lackluster. So next season I'm definitely going to build a bigger one. This is the collection system for it. Here we got a sugarcane farm with pistons. There's redstone in behind the pistons. You just click that button to harvest it. Going upstairs, I have 2 pings on Discord, and I specifically told people not to message me. So live on video, I'm going to see who's messaging me, and I will be blocking them. So let's just do this live on okay, I'm not blocking Klimpter. We're not going to do that. So here's the furnace room. Yeah, I use this quite often. Through here is the storage room. This place was also very, very, very unorganized. It's seemingly organized a lot more than the house, but it's still fairly unorganized. So that's that. As you can see, I've got a bunch of stuff over here. This is where I kept all my ores and all my obsidian. I got 2 notch apples. So this chest, for example, is very unorganized, full with a bunch of modded stuff, and same down here on backlight. That's interesting. So yeah, this is the storage room. We got a diamond armor set here, ender chest, music discs, another tree, a bed, jukebox, and yeah, that's pretty much it in here. Right here we've got a pumpkin farm. Very garbage pumpkin farm. Down here we got an egg collection system, lag. Egg collection system for this chicken farm. And then in here is the movie theater room, which I never really used in an episode. That used to be the Phelium room, by the way, and here's the enchanting room. So we're gonna get out of here now, because that's it for this base, I believe. But we do have a couple things outside. So I don't know what happened to that fence. But the anemometer and the wind vane, weather forecaster, ender chest, and crafting table, a full beacon, a huge sugarcane farm. Then over here we've got a huge pumpkin farm. There's another pumpkin farm down in that little lake thing there. Or pond, I mean. But while we've been building up the space, we've been progressively adding on over here. The episode after where we finished the house completely, I built this weather tower. It's a questionable weather tower. I've built nicer. I've built worse. But it's very nostalgic for this world, I guess you could say. So we'll climb up the staircase here. So here's the bottom. You know, you can circle around the bottom if you choose to. You can just walk in through the wall, go up the spiral staircase, which I have fallen off plenty of times. But we won't be talking about that because this is about you, not me. There was never really any point for this house. You can't even fit a weather forecaster in here if you wanted to, unless you tore down this beam. But outside here is where I have the siren, the wind vane, anemometer, tornado sensor, and I have a forecaster here and a forecaster here. I also have two on me. And the way you get out of here is you can either go down the staircase or you can jump and land in the water pool. All the trees around here have pumpkin lights in them. Most of the trees, I should say, because some of them have been hit by tornadoes in the past, or I've chopped down a few of them. I believe the next build after the weather tower I was working on everything over there. But I think like the next main base build was the barn. So I did want to build a better barn, but I never did that. But we've got a horse with diamond armor, another horse, some sheep in here, which have never regrown their hair because there's no grass. Tornado forecaster, a zombie villager that came out of nowhere, a hayloft up here, which I never placed any hay in because we didn't do the farm, and a vehicle crafting table. And there's a lawnmower right here, which I did want to add on a little overhang to the garage, but I never did that. But that's it for the barn, pretty much. We're just going to go out of order here because I can't remember everything I did in chronological order. So here we have a spruce tree farm. I just harvested this recently, so it's not going to be fully grown. I've built this in multiple seasons. I think I did it in Season 2, Season 4, and this season. And depending on what I use next season, I'll likely use this. I don't know. I don't think next season's really going to have much spruce if this idea actually works. But basically, chop down the tree. I have a tree chopper mod, and anything that falls into the water will be swept away by the water. And there's a rabbit down here apparently, and all of it goes into the chest. So that's convenient there. But after that, I think the next build was the bunker. Actually, no, the bunker was before the barn. I forgot about that. I did the bunker in the episode after that. So this might look like a little shed, which, yeah, it does. But you walk in, there's a spiral staircase that goes down. Like I said, I can't remember everything I've done. And I never used this. I just had so many people request me build a bunker. Like, I had, for at least 3 seasons in a row, someone was like, hey, build a bunker in every episode. So I did it to shut them up, and I'm sure next season I'm going to get the same feedback, so I'll probably build a bunker next season. I might actually use it. I don't know. I never use this bunker because I have the elytra now, so there's no real point in me going, and like I've got good armor. So there was no point in me using this, and we had a couple of ponds here, which I really liked. I thought about connecting like a slanted bridge up, but I thought that was stupid. Like a very stupid idea. We're gonna go sleep because I don't want to deal with mobs. But personally, I loved this season. This is by far my most favorite season of the series. I actually enjoyed it, unlike last season. I mean, I enjoyed last season, but last season was just kind of a flunk. Also, one thing I didn't show is there's a nether portal down here, but we'll go to the nether a little later. I'm trying to show everything, by the way, so this might be a long episode. But moving on, the next build was the windmill. There's a few creepers through here. Let's kill them because I don't need them making holes in my land. But the next build was the windmill, and while we were working on the windmill, that village that used to be over there actually took a direct hit midway through me building this, and it was a very close call for everything over here. But it did miss. But here's the windmill. It's very nice. Personally, I think the windmill in Season 4 was better. It had a better blade, but I think this is the design that I want to stick with for windmills. But definitely make them bigger because this one's very small. But if you go inside, you hear mobs because this is a mob farm. There's a mob farm below this, but it's a very small interior, and I've just put a forecaster up here for the hell of it because I made a bunch of them one night because I was bored and I got tired of losing my forecasters. So I put one everywhere, and I crafted a bunch for backups. But if we go down here, you can see on the mini map that there's a bunch of entities spawning in. And this does work. There could have been some more lighting up around here that I could have done because you see like some spawned in there. And there's a couple entities that spawn in random places. But for the most part, this worked pretty swell. And yeah, it was my main gunpowder source. There's another storm heading away, of course. But yeah, this is the mob farm. The chests, I have put stuff in the chest because this chest can fill up after a while. So yeah, that's that. There's a panel here. Say I want to go to the spider grinder from here. This will turn on. Say I want to go to the house. Turn off. We'll ride the full railway once we're done. I'm just going to show the main stuff and then we'll look at that. The next build, I believe... I actually do not know. The next build I want to believe was the airport tower. So I did this in just one episode, and this has actually been nailed by a tornado. It was a while back, but this did get hit by, I believe it was an F5. So that was interesting. But we got a runway here. Got the plane that took too much to craft, and it's very awful to fly. Well, if we go in the airport tower, there's usually a beacon in here, which I do plan to replace the beacon in here because, yeah. So I'll do that before I release the world, which, by the way, I want to talk about that real quick. So I do want to try to upload this world to Cursed Forge, and I don't know how possible that will be, but I will still be uploading this world to Mediafire, as I have with the other worlds. I've uploaded every season but season 3 to Mediafire, so that's what I'll do with this world as well. So here's the tower. It's a pretty good view. I have my render distance low because this world was super demanding and it's lagged a lot, so I'm hoping season 6 will not lag as much because I plan to ease it down on mods because I do have quite a few mods in this world. So that's we're gonna chill it out next season, just take it easy. And I believe the next build after the airport tower was the boathouse. So this is a build that I really liked but never used in an episode. So it's just a little boat dock and a little house here, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I like what I did with the slabs there, and it looks really good on the front. I got a forecaster here, but it looks good on the front. Got a little boat parking station here, and this is the actual fishing spot, which I do have a fishing rod in here. So we'll just do a quick fish to end off the season. Come on. Okay, nice. That's what, I'm glad I'm getting a new mouse in a few days because this mouse is getting on my absolute last nerve. And there we go. My inventory's full, so I couldn't pick it up. But yeah, there you go. That's how this works. You know, whatever. So that's the boathouse. The next build was the first rail station because then we had started on the railroad project. Like I said, I'm going out of order here, so I'll show all the mob farms and stuff at the end. But here's the rail station. There's, I think, 3 others. It's just a little stopping station. You get picked up, act like this is a bus, and comes and pick you up. And we'll take this for a spin. So while we take this for a spin, I would like to talk about what I want to do for Season 6, where this is probably roaring in your ears. What is this going to be? That's not it. What sound is this? No? Okay, it's friendly creatures, apparently. So my idea for Season 6 is I want to live in a savanna. And basically, I want to go for like a modernized, rustic feel. That might sound a little weird, but think about like people who build modern stuff, but also mix it with like rustic, western kind of thing. That's what I want to do, and I want to build like gazebos and stuff, and I want to build another railroad, and basically just act like we're living in the Great Depression pretty much, because that's what Season 6's theme is going to be. For the most part, it's just going to be rustic western. So I'm hoping that this goes well. I got to find some farming mods that I would like to use, and thinking about getting some villager mods, because I think villager is going to be crucial in Season 6. And one regret I have with this season is that I did not get any villagers prepared for tornadoes. Here's another stopping station. They're all identical, so I'm not going to bother showing each one. But that is my idea for Season 6. Just be patient with me. I got to find more mods, and I got to find the motivation to actually do it. So, but trust me, Season 6 is going to be different from the rest of the seasons, and I'm not 100% sure on how this idea is going to work out, if I'm going to enjoy it or not. So Season 6 will either be a huge W or it'll be a huge F. It really depends, and I'm leaning more towards the I'm not sure kind of thing, because I've never used this idea before. So I don't know, like, I don't even know of any good building styles for this. Like, I've been trying to get some houses, like inspirational houses that I can like maybe get an idea for what I want to do, because I'm not gonna copy someone else's builds. That's well, if we ignore the airport tower over there, I'm not gonna copy someone else's builds and take them as my own. That's that's just not fair. But I credited Tanner with that windmill, or that freaking airport tower, so I will be looking at some houses and try to get some inspiration. Then I will design my own using those ideas. But this railroad, I'm surprised that this was completed within just a couple episodes. So that's my idea for Season 6. If you guys have any mod ideas, like, below, like, if you guys know of any, like, custom village mods for 1.12.2, please leave your ideas in the comments. And please leave some other mod suggestions in the comments. I do plan to use a couple mods. Of course, the Localized weather mod, Core Util, Paracord gems, the mini map. I want to use the furniture mod again. And that's kind of all I really have in mind. I thought about adding Tropicraft, but I'm not really a huge fan of Tropicraft. I tried it out and I liked it, but I don't like the stuff that naturally spawns in the world. I really don't like it. So, we're gonna say sayonara to Tropicraft for next season. I might add it in the following season. I don't know. But this is your guys' opportunity to leave mod ideas in the comments below. And now I want to get into some of the mob farms, and we'll get into the rest of the builds in a little bit. But over here, actually, I always forget where this is. I built a zombie grinder, which this zombie grinder has actually been disabled for the courtesy of that mob farm right there, because while I'd be in there, some zombies would occasionally spawn in here somehow. But if you download this world for yourself, then you can activate this to your heart's content. But there's just torches around the spawner up there. But basically, it's just a small storage room that the zombies would fall and you'd kill them, kind of thing. And there was another railway tunnel connecting to here, which is kind of dark in this corridor, so we'll Just light it up a little bit, I guess. There's holes everywhere. I don't have any stone to patch it, but I'll light it up. I was doing a bunch of strip mining to all the entities, and it appears I didn't do a good job lighting it all up. So yeah, that's this farm. Wow, there's been 3 swarms to spawn this episode. So yeah, we'll get out of here because this isn't too important. I never really used this because this was a very inefficient XP source. Let's go sleep again. I also have another wind vane and anemometer in the front by the front of the house. So let's go in here and take a quick snooze. But I do want to go ahead and say that I really do appreciate the support you guys have given me this season. This, like I said, this has by far been my most favorite season of this series, and you know it really sucks to end it. It really does. But I think for your guys' enjoyment and for, you know, my views to not be so dead, I think it's time to move on to something different. Because like especially like the last episode, like the views were so bad on it. So I can clearly tell that you guys are not enjoying the season anymore. So I'll make to some of you that wanted to see this season go much longer. I really couldn't have provided much more than what I currently have for this season anyways, considering I've done far more than I originally planned. But like I said, it's been a phenomenal season, and I think this will remain the king of my series. So here's the greenhouse. This is my most favorite build in this world. In episode 39, we saw this get absolutely annihilated. So that's cool. And in episode 40, we had a close call with it. So the interior isn't the same, but I think it still looks fine. It's just a greenhouse. What more do you really expect out of it? And upstairs is just like storage, which there's nothing in these chests. This is all just for decoration, because I don't know what goes up in top of greenhouses. So that's the greenhouse. There's really not much to it, but it is a fairly nice build, and I'm very proud of it. Everything's the same. Over here, earlier in the season, I think around episode 12 or something, there was a village over here that got hit, and this is all that's left. So there you go. So if we go back over here, I really don't know everything that I've made in this world. Like, I'm kind of trying to remember stuff as I go. Right here is a Christmas tree. I built this. I had recorded an episode, but I scrapped it because it was not great. But over here is the spider grinder, which I built this on a live stream, I believe. But you just AFK here. Spiders will eventually spawn in because there's a spawner right there. But we'll let a group of them spawn in, and we'll watch what happens. They'll die to this cactus. They can't get to me because this is a 1-block gap. And there is also another railway here, and all their loot goes into this chest. But you can see they die to the cactus. Let's just give it a second. They die to the cactus, and all the string goes into the chest. Alright, let me do a quick fly around and see if there's anything I've missed. We do have this trestle bridge right here. But you guys saw it when I was taking the minecart around. And then there's also, whoops, there's also another one right here. This one's a little bigger. And this is in the sand pile up area. And you know, there's a couple miscellaneous bridges like that one, and that one over there. These are just to get across. I was gonna build a well here, I never did. But on that note, I think that's it for the main base. I think that's everything. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. But personally, I don't think there was anything else. But what I do want to show you guys now is the railway, and then we'll go over to the nether. So I'm going to take you guys to each destination using the minecart. So let's go to the mob farm at the windmill. We take this, and you see we, in theory, go to the windmill. Which, it was a bit of a tight squeeze, but I managed to get it to work. But say we want to go to the house from here. Well, now we'd be going to the house. That light didn't turn off in time, so I'm hoping that worked. Otherwise, we have a problem. See, now we go to the house. Say we want to go to the spider grinder. Well, we just go to the spider grinder. Yeah, like I said, this was all a mess, and I never really completed it all, because you can see I was connecting the other panel to here, and like you can look on the mini map and see all the red. There's a lot of redstone that went into this, and unfortunately, it all does not work. Like, I'm a pro when it comes to this project, like this redstone stuff, like with the railways. I'm a pro when it comes to this, but there's like very little room to work in here, and with all these lines, you get so mixed up and so confused to a point. And like, I've been doing this for a week, and I can't remember where I've left off each time. So this just was entirely a flunk. I wish I never ever tried connecting everything together. But this goes to the other base. But in theory, if I didn't do that one thing, this would go to the spider grinder, but we were already there, so I'm not going to go all the way back. But yeah, that's this side. This side's all kinds of screwed up. But say we want to go to the zombie grinder from here. Well, you just don't push anything like I just did there. And you, in theory, go to the zombie grinder, which I very rarely use this tunnel. Which, I can't even remember how long this is. Yeah. I very rarely use this one. But if we go back now, this, I don't remember where the default location of this is. The default location is the house, but say I want to go to the old base from here. Well, then we go to the other base, and, you know, from here, say I'm coming back, say I want to go to the house from here, or say I want to go to the zombie grinder. So most of it works, most of it doesn't, which is unfortunate, but next season if I do this, I'm not going to make it as complicated. It's just I've made so much stuff that needed railways, so yeah, that's my screw up there. But now we'll go to the nether. I don't have anything really built in the nether. I was doing that railroad in here that I was talking about. If this will load. I started on it, I dug out the tunnel, but I never finished it. The mending villager that is over there died, so there's no point in me doing that now. But going through here, you guys know this flight pretty well, I hope. But going through here, we go to the stronghold, and inside of the stronghold, we'll give it a second to load here. I haven't built anything in the stronghold, but in the end, hopefully I don't look at an enderman, because that's happened before. I lit up this edge of the island hoping that it'd improve the rates, and it did a little bit. But going over here, we have an enderman farm, which is of course not my design. This uses an endermite, so the endermen get incredibly mad at that guy for no reason, and they all fall down. And I have a non-looting sword over here that I use to kill the enderman, which, wow, that elytra could have broke over there. I didn't even think about that. That would have been unfortunate. So I'll mend this elytra real quick, and then we'll go back. But here's the enderman farm, enchanting station. I was going to build a farm out that way. Yo, what is this lag with my keyboard? Gotta love Minecraft. Another ender chest, crafting table, anvil. Gargantuan storage system. Enderman for days. Why is my elytra not mending? Come on. There it goes. I just want to mend this up all the way before we go back. But luckily with this farm, it doesn't take too long to do. Which I will be building this Enderman farm in every season moving forward because this was so useful. And definitely in future seasons I might consider, you know, building other farms like a guardian farm, for example, or, you know, something else. So we'll have to see what future seasons offer. I can't promise anything, but that's the Enderman farm. But I think on that note, I think that's it. I'll quickly do another fly around of the world and see. I mean, there's a couple of villages off in different directions, but I'm not going to bother going all the way to those because it's just kind of a waste of time. But on that note, guys, I think that's it. Greenhouse, windmill, pumpkin farms, rail stations, old base, sugarcane farm, bridges, village, airport tower, trestle bridges, another rail station boathouse, tree, spider grinder, another trestle bridge, railroad, barn, tree farm, bunker, weather tower house, concrete converter thing right here. You push a button, you place your concrete powder down, and you know that's how that works. That's what I used to build the Enderman farm. But yeah, I think that's it. You know, this has been a phenomenal season, and you know, since these are the last few minutes of it, it does hurt to end it. It really does. But I'm not going to let it get to me, and we're going to pray for Season 6 to be good. And hopefully I don't regret ending this season, although I know I will. So, on that note, guys, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this season as much as I did. And like I said earlier in the video, there will be a link in the description to download the world if you would like to. It'll be through Mediafire if I can't get it up on CurseForge. There will be 2 links in the description, assuming I can get the world up on CurseForge, so you can download it from either site. But if there is no CurseForge link, that means I couldn't get the world on CurseForge, or I couldn't get it on in time. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This was just a finale. I'm not going to destroy the world like other people would think, because I actually want to keep this world for, you know, future build ideas and stuff, and just to come back in here every now and again and just look back, because I don't like destroying my worlds when I end them. It's just not cool. Because, you know, it's good to have a world that, you know, you're proud of, and especially like a kid, because I'm not an adult yet. I'm still a teenager. So to look back in like 10 years, in 10 years I'll be 27. So it'll be really cool to see, like, you know, what I did on this game back, you know, when I was a teenager. So it'll be really cool to see, and I'm really, really proud of this world, and I couldn't have asked for a better season. And yeah, I hate to end it, but I think it's time. The views have been awful on the episodes recently. I think everybody's just ready for a fresh start. So Season 6 will be coming soon. Like I said earlier in the video, please leave some mod suggestions in the comments below. If you have any mods that you recommend. Paracord gems, by the way, that's going to be in every season moving forward, whether people like it or not. Modded is a really good friend of mine, and I really love to support his mod because he works hard on it, and he really deserves the extra boost. Because this is a phenomenal mod, Paracord gems, and I think you guys should check it out. The textures are pretty great. Oh my goodness. I think he's talking about improving the textures in the next update. I personally don't have a problem with them. Like, I really like this sword. So, Season 6, one of the big priorities is going to be to get Paracord, hopefully early on. So we'll see how that goes. But it will be a mod I use in every season moving forward, whether people like it or not. Paracort's so much more convenient, and it's better than what netherite would be, even though that netherite's not on this version. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this series, or this season. If you want to go back and rewatch older Season 5 episodes, there's an entire playlist. This is the 42nd episode, I believe. So, 42 episodes of one season. I think that's pretty good. I was hoping to go for 50, but that'd be 8 more episodes I'd have to record, and who knows? I mean, we could have seen something get hit. Ow. Yeah. Fight. Didn't know I was living in the hood. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to download the world, the link will be in the description. Join my Discord. There's a link in the description for that as well. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this season, like I said, and hope you guys are looking forward to Season 6 in 2024. I don't have a start date for it, but I expect to see it around February, like early February, because I do want to take a little break from Tornado Survival. Maybe I'll upload something else in between. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.